It is a tight race tonight in Iowa.
And the results are still coming into our newsroom, and most of the evening it's been a three-way tie. Let's go straight to Chris Hernandez in Des Moines with the details. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, Krista and Mark, this is certainly going down to the wire here in Iowa tonight. 88% of the vote is already in, and it's still too close to call. Let's take a look at the very latest numbers, starting with Rick Santorum, who is riding that surge in a way that's going to really benefit his campaign even after Iowa. 25% of the vote is his right now. Now, that is tied with Mitt Romney, who has long been the front runner and is holding that position right now in that tie with Santorum. But then there's Ron Paul, who has 21%. The caucus system here is a very good fit for him and his very committed supporters. So that way you can see this bunching together at the very top. It's still very tight with 88% of the vote in. Now tonight we were there up close as the people here in Iowa really took off and carried out this caucus tradition.
They all in favor of letting us run the meeting, say aye. Aye. All opposed, if you really want to do it, have at it.
This caucus site is the voting place for 2 precincts. 60 people showed up, including a caucus first-timer, Jessica Shalita.
I'm really excited. This is so incredible to be a part of this process. I'm a little nervous since I don't really know what to expect, but I'm excited.
A Rick Perry supporter showed up an hour early to get the seat closest to the door to ask people for support as they came in.
Representing Governor Perry. How's it going? Good. We'd love to have your support for the governor.
Supporters in the crowd speak for their candidate.
You need to vote for Ron Paul. He wants to bring all the troops home.
I believe I can humbly offer both new sets.
Governor Romney not only can beat Barack Obama, as everybody in this room knows.
Then it's a simple vote, just names on a piece of paper.
Paul, Mitt Romney.
We have 5 votes for Ron Paul, 4 votes for Rick Perry.
I was excited to hear what they had to say, but it didn't feel like anything new was said that I hadn't already figured out from my previous research.
Jessica voted for Mitt Romney, but it was Ron Paul who swept this caucus site with 27 of 60 votes. Perry's guy only picked up 4 votes for his candidate. Now, obviously, we'll be watching to see what actually happens here in Iowa throughout the evening, but keep in mind what happens next. Another vote in New Hampshire is the next vote, but keep in mind that Romney has a commanding lead there in the polls because that is a state right next door to Massachusetts where he used to be governor. So a lot of the candidates are heading for South Carolina tomorrow, the first test in the South, where a lot of them, especially the more conservative Christian ones, expect to try to do well. No matter what happens tonight, it's that bottom tier you have to look at. Are they going to make it to South Carolina? Are they going to make it to the end of the month in Florida? We'll, of course, keep watching the race for you. Live in Des Moines tonight, Chris Hernandez, NBC Action News.
Hey, Chris, in the last couple of days, there seem to be a lot of undecided voters up there in Iowa. Any last-minute swaying from the folks speaking on behalf of their candidates tonight, could you tell?
Well, the ones we talked to said that didn't really sway their vote, but you could tell there were some very passionate speeches. Keep in mind, though, walking in the door tonight, all the latest polls showed that there was a block of almost 40% of undecided voters. That's a lot of people who made up their minds just in the last day, perhaps.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll keep an eye on the numbers. Thanks, Chris.